Hi everyone, welcome to your spooky Platterful tutorial for October. We are going to go ahead and get started with our aged Asiago, so go ahead and take the wrapper off of that. First, we're going to go ahead and cut the corners off of the top part of the wedge, as you'll see me do in the video, and then I also cut the bottom off. This is actually going to be our coffin. Up next, we are going to create a skull out of the brie cheese. So for this one, we are going to just do 2 semicircles on each side to create that skull form. Lastly, for our large kits, we have our soft cheese. This one's super easy. Just go ahead and take the top off, remove the film. And I actually used a knife to kind of whip mine up and spread it a little bit so that it looks a little bit more inviting on the board. Okay, next we are going to move into our meats. So first up, we will do the Columbus sliced salami. We are going to use these to create mini roses to put on the top of the skull as that kind of crown that you see this time of year with the Day of the Dead. You will need toothpicks for this, so go ahead and grab those before you get started, but then you will just lay out the slices about 1/4 inch apart and just roll them up, and then you will stick them into the top of the skull figure, like you would see the crowns on the skulls. So go ahead and do that. You can create as many as you want. I did 6. Go ahead and just roll them up and stick them to the top of the brie. And then I add in a little bit of rosemary, you'll see, to just kind of accentuate that and also give it a little bit more color. Up next on the skull, we are going to actually use an olive to create the eyes. So take an olive, cut it in half, and then cut strips so that you have 2 perfect little circles, and put those on there. Up next on the skull, we are going to cut out the nose and the teeth. Where the nose and the teeth would be. So for this, use your tip of your knife to actually just cut the top rind part of the brie and remove that from the softer inside of the brie cheese. So you'll do that for the nose, you'll do a triangle there, an upside down triangle, and then you will do for the teeth area, you will do little diamond shapes. I did 4, so you can do as many as you want, but you'll want to be careful not to cut them and cut them into each other. And then what we're going to do is we are going to actually use the spreadable that we have from Terrapin Ridge, the cranberry relish, and we are going to put that into the spots so that it gives it some color and some dimension and really accentuates those features. For our second meat, we are going to just take the slices of salami. These are for our large kits. You're going to take those and fold them in half and then half again into fourths. And you'll be able to use that to place them on your board. And then I also just took some of the other slices and folded them in half, and you'll see me place those on the board. To give our coffin just a little bit more of a spooky factor, we're also going to use that cranberry relish on top and kind of spread it around like blood on the coffin. And then we're also going to add a little spider. So you should find in your kits spiders and also vampire teeth. So grab a spider and put it in the coffin on top, just as you see me do in the video. Lastly, for our vampire teeth, we're actually going to take those and put them around the Fig Royale jam that we have included. So it fits around there really nicely. So that's just a fun little added extra to give your board just a little bit more of that spooky factor. That's it for the meats and cheeses. So next you can watch me assemble the standard board, and then you can also watch me assemble the large board. If you got the large kit, go ahead and fast forward through the assembly of the standard, and you can watch the large. I hope you all enjoy, and happy spooky season.